Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. If you are new here, I am 17 and pregnant, currently 35 weeks, and that's what this video is about. It's my 34 and 35 week update. I know I don't do them every single week. It's because usually not a lot happens during the weeks, so I just update every time I go to see my midwife because that's usually when I have more information and stuff about everything that's going on. So let's get into it. The first thing with me becoming 35 weeks is I've been having a lot more Braxton Hicks contractions. If you don't know what those are, they're practice contractions. They don't do anything. It's your uterus contracting, but they don't dilate or do anything to the baby. They're just practice contractions, and they can be really uncomfortable and painful. For me, they're painful. But yeah, I've been having those a lot. I switch over weeks every Saturday, so like from Saturday till about yesterday, I was having contractions on and off for the last like 3-4 days, which is not fun. It's very uncomfortable, and not a lot works for me to get rid of my contractions. And I've noticed now if I start to get like really hungry, that's kind of what brings them on, is if I get really hungry and I just don't eat, I start to get contractions, and the longer I go without eating, they get worse and worse and worse, and there's not much that I can really do, or I've found that I can do to really stop them. So that's been fun. I've just been contracting over the last couple days. If you see me looking down, it's because I have everything written down in front of me, so I don't forget to like mention things and then be like editing, and then yeah. So that's why I'm looking down every few minutes. So as I mentioned possibly in my last bump date that I was doing, that she's breech, I was starting to do positions to try to get her to turn and stuff like that, just do a bunch of different things, and I thought I'd talk about that a little bit because that's part of my week that I've just been doing. I've been doing a bunch of different positions, like laying on like an incline, like laying like this, my head is down here and like my pelvis is up here. I don't really understand it, but supposedly it helps with them turning and stuff, so I've been doing that. I've been doing downward dog for intervals of 25 seconds for 5 minutes. I've been doing that. I've been rolling in a circle with my hips on an exercise ball, and I've been getting in the bathtub and putting an ice pack on the top of my belly because supposedly they will move away from the cold to the warmth. So I've been doing all of those things. I've been doing those for about 2 weeks now, and she's still breech. Which brings me into my next update, is I am pretty sure I'm gonna have a C-section. Right now, as it looks, it's like 90% sure that I'm gonna have a C-section. So at this appointment, which I had today at 10, she is measuring small. She is measuring 29 to 31 weeks is what my fundal height, or her fundal height, was, and I'm currently 35, almost 36 on Saturday. So she hasn't grown a lot. I have an ultrasound on Tuesday, next Tuesday, so next week I have an ultrasound to check her growth position and fluid levels. If there's anything wrong, like if there's something wrong with my placenta and she's not getting enough nutrients, or if there's something wrong with her cord, the technician will tell us that she's going to call my midwife, and I will have to go up to the hospital right away to have an appointment with an OB and talk about when my C-section will be scheduled and what's going on with her. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but Tuesday is a pretty intense day. And if there's nothing wrong, which I hope there isn't, I will be seeing my midwife on the Wednesday, next Wednesday. And yeah, we'll just be talking about the ultrasound results and stuff. And then that next Friday, she's gonna be talking to an OB. If she hasn't turned by then, they'll be talking to see when they should schedule my C-section if she doesn't flip. So yeah, it's pretty certain that I'm gonna have a C-section because she's breech and isn't turning, and it's like, why hasn't she turned? If she's so small, like, she should have enough room to turn around, but she hasn't, and she's kind of just been in this position for about like 2-ish months, maybe more. For as far back as I can remember, it feels like she's just been in the same position. Like, she could just be like comfy where she is, or she's not able to move, you know? So that's a little nerve-wracking. My midwife will be in the operating room, which makes me feel a lot better because she knows me and she knows my pregnancy, and she actually gets to help and be a part of the C-section. Obviously, she doesn't do it herself. There's an OBGYN that does it, but she gets to be there, like front row, like scrubs and all that stuff, and she holds utensils and stuff for the C-section, which is really nice that midwives get to be a part of that now, because like back then, like years ago, that wasn't a thing. Like, if you ended up having to have a C-section, it's like, okay, well, you're with this OB now, you're not with your midwife anymore. So it's really nice, and it helps them be a lot more educated for the postpartum aspect of somebody having a C-section. Like, if you feel a lot more pain in one spot, she can be like, oh, that's normal because she put in a couple extra stitches there or whatever, like something just won't happen there, like that's probably why you're feeling pain, instead of her not having any idea of what happened really during the C-section. So I think it's really cool, and it's really nice because it makes me feel better knowing that she's gonna be there because she knows me and my pregnancy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's update. That's kind of it. So it's time for the bump. So here it is, 35 weeks, pretty big, but yeah, that's it. That's just what's been happening this last week, 2 weeks. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I try to post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Baby's coming soon, so that's exciting. I'm going to try my best to record my birth vlog and all that stuff, and I'll be doing a birth story after, talking about everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!